You were tuned into the Love Movement Podcast on IntellectualRadio.com.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Love Movement Podcast. We really appreciate you. My co-hosts, one is a little under the weather and one has another opportunity that she's trying to make sure that she get her thing together, and she's working on a project, and I'm really happy for her. And the other one, y'all hurry up and get well. Toya, Money Minded Toya Capri, the hottest goddess. Let's go. We'll be back. We got our new crew too. We got Jarrell David. He does a great job with the youth edition of the Love Movement. And then we got the Caribbean edition of the Love Movement with the world famous Magnus twins, Damon and Raymond. So before we get together, because our mayor was supposed to be here, but he said he's going to call in from Broadview, Mayor Roy Hoskins. Before he calls in, I want to get these sponsors out the way. Stacy's Cafe, doing a great job with their food. The dispensary, the Village Dispensary in Broadview, you can eat there too. So if you want to eat at the Village Dispensary, that's good. And then we got the Blue Note. Blue Note is always steady, and they have a lot of opportunities. You can do a lot of different events there. So check them out. Avenue is coming. That's what I heard. Avenue is coming, so they're still on the list. In the View, they changed their hours a little bit. They got they open at 3:00 on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays with happy hour. And they got happy hour on the menu, $10 meals, $5 drinks, $5 shots. So they're doing a real good thing. And Tasteful, hey, they open up. They're doing great things over there too. So check them out on Manheim Road. But at the end of the day, man, I had a question other day. I didn't realize these young kids they don't even ask for the phone number no more. They ask for the Instagram. What's your Instagram page? And I was like, I seen that a few times, and it was like inquisitive. I was inquisitive about it. And then one young lady, she said it the best. She said sometimes with the Instagram, you can find out about a person by what they post. And Yvette, Renee, I mean, I understand that at the end of the day, because back in the day, shoot, man, can I get them digits? Can I get that phone number or whatever the case might be? But technology has changed. We don't have the same things anymore. We had that long distance cord. You had to wait till mama get off the phone, and then your girl could call. Late at night, you'd be on the phone, still sleeping and snoring, trying to talk to her and all that crazy stuff. So it's been kind of crazy. And then we have a few things going on with the Miss Barbara Lightford. She passed away, and I want to shout out to that family. And Dee Dee passed away. She used to work at 17th and 17th and Madison at the Pick and Pay. So yeah, she was over there, and she used to work at the Pick and Pay. And it was sad. It was sudden, and it was sad that she left us. So we want to pray for that family as well. It's a little bit different now than it used to be, and I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, but I got some things that people trying to call and hit me on my phone while I'm going live. But at the end of the day, we're waiting on Rory Hoskins to give us a call and have some fun. And then I guess what I'll tell y'all this. I bought me a BMW today, an old school drop top, white. So I did pick that up. It's nice. It's nice. I saw it. The guy had it. We came to terms and agreement. So I picked it up. So Earl, what you been doing, man? How you been?
Hey, just hanging in there. I had a birthday this past week, so
happy birthday,
yeah. So
engineer.
just ended my celebration. So I just been having a good time. Me and wanted to hanging out.
Okay, good.
Just trying to enjoy my birthday because you never know what's gonna be your last. So you gotta make the best of it.
Richard Pryor said it the best. You better put some sunshine on your face.
So it's been a lot happening around in Bellwood and Broad. It's been a lot happening. Can you tell me about some of the events?
Yeah, I mean they got.
I look up and you everywhere.
The Taste of Bellwood. I wasn't able to make it. I had two other events to go to. downtown, a boat ride and another event. But they got a big event coming up this weekend with the Village of Maywood. They got all the heavy hitters. Welcome to the Love Line. How can I help you?
Hello, Chris. It's Rory Hoskins. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. How you doing? You all right?
Yes, I am.
You
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you calling in. I know it's a busy time of the year for you because you're trying to wear another jacket. So
yes, I am.
But tell us about the accomplishments and some of the things that you are doing now that you're trying to make other moves. Tell us what you got going on.
So in Forest Park, we've had a really strong season of welcoming new businesses to Forest Park. We have 2 new cannabis dispensaries, and both of them are owned by African-American entrepreneurs. We have one on Madison Street where Doc Ryan's used to be.
Right.
And the second dispensary is called Block. Block opened, I want to say, in May. And the owners are a family with the last name of Moore. They're Southsiders, Craig Moore and his wife. So we have 2 Black-owned cannabis dispensaries, and I'm very proud of that.
What's the locations? Give us the locations that people want to know.
Sure. Block is where CVS used to be.
Okay.
So where the green line ends, near the Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know the numeric address, but you can't miss it. There's a huge sign that says Block, BLOC.
Okay.
And it's like this, right where the cannabis dispensary or where the CVS used to be, where the green line ends. So it's north of the train tracks.
Okay.
In Harlem. So basically Lake in Harlem. Right?
Okay.
And then the other dispensary is called the 1937 Group, and that's on Madison Street. That was called Constitution Court, where the fountain is, Madison Street and Thomas Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we have new restaurants in town. So, everyone can prosper in Forest Park, right? We have a African American mayor, a Chinese deputy police chief. We just hired a young Latino lady to be a finance assistant. The school board is doing well. It's just continuing to be more of a diverse community. More Blacks are stepping up to do things in Forest Park. And of course, now we're trying to tackle transit reform. There's a bill in Springfield to merge CTA, ACE, and Metra. And I've been involved in that bill at the request of President Tony Preckwinkle, Cook County Board President, because we're trying to bring a little bit more safety, reliability, and predictability to mass transit because people in Forest Park, people in Proviso Township generally expect that for our tax dollars.
Okay. So now were you at the event yesterday where the Black Men United, they took on the building. I seen Governor Pritzker was there, and they got some low income housing that they're having for the people. Were you able to make that?
I passed by. I was very happy to hear that Black Men United and Reverend Harrell and his organization were able to get the funding for that. Yesterday was also the Chicago Federation of Labor big luncheon downtown. So, yeah, I'm in the season. I'm running for Congress, so I can't be everywhere, right? So I had to be downtown with the Chicago Federation of Labor. But it's good that Maywood has new development coming to its community.
Well, it's funny that you said you're running for congressman. Tell us about how did that come to your head to run for congressman? Because I see that Danny Davis is retiring. He has endorsed Ford, and it's 7 or 8 other people that are running. Tell me what your strategy. How does that work?
So there may be 10 people running, Chris.
Okay.
But yeah, I've served in Forest Park since 2007. I was elected in 2007, first Black person elected to any position in Forest Park. So I served 2 terms. And during that time, I came to know Congressman Davis. He, of course, came to our annual Juneteenth family pool party. He came nearly every year for that. And, we got to know each other, working on other projects together. And after I became mayor, I've routinely had people say to me, well, when Danny Davis retires, maybe you can take his place. So fast forward, the congressman and I had a conversation back in February, and he told me that he was probably going to retire. And, we talked about whether or not he was going to endorse somebody, and there were different people who he considered, and he ultimately chose to endorse someone other than me. But that doesn't stop me from running. There's going to be an election. I'm really not trying to inherit the seat. I'm trying to earn the seat. We have a chance for a suburban mayor to assume the congressman position for this area. The 7th congressional district is a big district. It goes all the way from Berkeley to Balboa Avenue, to the lakefront. It includes Chinatown, it includes the River North, it includes Bronzeville, it includes the West Loop. And so I'm all over the district, talking with stakeholders, meeting with aldermen, meeting with state reps, and making the case for why I could be an expected member of Congress. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, that's good. And then I see that you have a couple of fundraisers and stuff that are coming up September the 4th. Tell us about that.
I have a kickoff campaign event. It's going to be held at what's called the Oak Park Art League, which is at 720 West Chicago in Oak Park. A lady named Kim Robinson wanted to host something for my campaign, and I'm getting support from some of the other mayors. I have a real strong host committee of individuals helping me. And so I hope that people from Proviso, people from Oak Park, people from River Forest, and people from Chicago will come and join us on September the 4th. I have a website. It's roryforillinois.com, RORYFORILLINOIS, roryforillinois.com. It has information about upcoming events, but specifically about the September 4th kickoff fundraiser. And I'm happy to, send you the flyer if you want to post it on your website or social media or anything like that. But we're going to have a strong campaign launch. We're out there getting petition signatures. We probably got 2,000 signatures already. The requirement is 1,147, but we're going to have lots more than that. I have a full-time campaign manager, Malcolm Bates. This young brother is from Baltimore, served in the Navy, speaks fluent Chinese, so I can't wait to go to Chinatown and let the Chinese see, 2 black guys walking around speaking Chinese. I talked to Alderwoman Lee about that yesterday. Nicole Lee is the representative for Chinatown. But we're going to have a strong campaign, Chris. So I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate you letting me come on the show to talk about what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, and that's great. You know what? It's a lot of fests going on. I guess last week, a couple weeks ago, Bellwood had their fest. Maywood got the big fest coming up this weekend. But one of the people that when they found out that you were going to be on the show, they asked me, are you bringing back the Rib Fest in Forest Park?
The Rib Fest has outgrown Forest Park. That little Altenheim space we had for the Rib Fest is next to a senior home. And the Rib Fest just outgrew that small space. So we're looking at possibly moving the Rib Fest to another part of Forest Park, but it won't be back this year. Right now, we just have a lot of challenges in Forest Park. We're doing smaller things, like we had garage galleries last weekend in Forest Park. We'll have the casket races coming up in October. The Chamber of Commerce does what they call the wine walk. And of course, we have more and more, live music and restaurants on Madison Street and other parts of Forest Park. But the Rib Fest, you have thousands and thousands of people in a really small space.
Right.
And frankly, but because of what Forest Park is, you had a lot of people drinking. And so that alcohol just kind of throws in like a wild card, and things just get, really unpredictable. The last time we had Rib Fest, we didn't have any issues, but you just had a really crowded space, going 11 p.m. at night with a lot of alcohol that wasn't being regulated. So that just comes with a lot of risk,
Yeah, well, I understand, but it's a great event. First, second, third, fourth, fifth place, and good stuff like that. Giving away awards. It's a great event. I could see you moving it over there by the swimming pool in that park area over there.
Exactly. We're talking to the park district about it. They just changed the hockey space into pickleball courts, and now they're looking at a big grant to bring back basketball courts to Forest Park. They put out the basketball courts in 2005 or 2006.
Hey, that's
really like that. But I'll just tell you, you have to have space to have these big events. You know, I was at Face to Bellwood, and Mayor Harvey did a great job with the space he had. He had adequate security. There was lots of space for the rides, lots of space for the vendors. But Chris, we just don't have that in Forest Park, not at the Altenheim property. So
I understand.
Yeah, I had a question for you. Can you hear me, Mayor?
yes.
I used to live in Forest Park, and I used to play basketball over there, and they turned that basketball court into a skateboard park. So I'm really missing the basketball court. So do we have any in Forest Park anywhere?
We do. We have the Ruse Recreation Center. That's that indoor facility right at the corner of Harrison and Circle.
Okay.
So there's a gym there. There's a full gym, so it's indoor basketball courts. But what I'm saying is they're going to do some renovations at the Park District, and they may bring back some outdoor courts as well as the indoor courts.
That's great.
So
looking forward to
indoor
it.
courts in Forest Park at the Ruse Recreation Center, which is at 7400 West Harrison. And we also have basketball courts in the schools in Forest Park. Grant White has basketball courts. Garfield Elementary has basketball courts. And, of course, the Forest Park Middle School has basketball courts.
Right. Now, you mentioned the school district over there. How many elementary schools do you have in Forest Park?
We have 4. We have Grant White, Garfield, Field Stevens, and Betsy Ross. And
what's the district's name? What's the
district is District 91.
91. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that. Now, is it anything that you want to leave us with? Tell the people anything you got to say. Let us know. Let them know what you're trying to accomplish.
I'm trying to represent Proviso Township and the West Suburbs in Congress. I want to engage the entire district. My website is rory4illinois.com. And I would like to earn the support of your listeners. People can go to my website and register, give us your email, and then we can kind of communicate with you any campaign updates.
Well, I really, really, really appreciate you. Good luck to you on your new campaign, and I hope everything works out for you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for having me on your show.
You're very welcome, sir. You take care.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay, the mayor of Forest Park, the mayor from Forest Park, Mr. Roy Hopkins, running for congressman, trying to earn a seat with Danny Davis. So, but without further ado, as we always do when we leave our show, I want to appreciate Earl for being the technical advisor to us as well, because he keep us on cue as it relates to what we're trying to accomplish. So I appreciate him, and I want to thank all our sponsors. Thank everybody, all our followers, all our listeners. We really, really appreciate you. Next week, we're going to have Deborah Vines on the show. She got her gala coming up for autism, which she does a great, great job. She's always being honored in some other state or country. So, Deborah, we're looking forward to having you. And as we always say before we leave our show, we want our kids and our people to treat people the way you want to be treated and never, never, never give up. So that's it. This is the Love Movement Podcast, and we appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
Just got dressed, need something to get into. Pretty girl all day, she just wanna have fun too. She know how to roll one, if I need her to come through. Turn up, we best friends. All till we follow, she want to. Female version of myself, couldn't be with nobody else.